I'm Blair Gilbert, here from MrHardware.com and Gilbert's Pro Hardware in St. Clair Shores, Michigan. I had to change the vacuum belt on my cleaner. I just want to show you real quick two Hoover model vacuum cleaners that have quite different ways to change the vacuum belt. This is a Hoover Dirt Devil wind tunnel, but it's kind of interesting how the belts change in these two machines. So here, take a peek at this one. The bottom of this vacuum cleaner has got 4 screws. I've already loosened them up. Agitator cover comes off relatively easily. It exposes the belt, the drive, the beater bar. So to work on this belt's not broken, we'd already changed it, but you pull out one end of this, has got like little indicators in the bearing. Same on this side, and you can pull it out and the belt's loose, and now I can change and slip on a new belt. This one is relatively straightforward and easy to get to. You don't have to be a Scientologist to figure out how to get this one apart. Now when we go to work on this thing, we have two choices. First, we haven't taken it apart yet. We look on the model number. And what it is this is a model 033. It's one we stock. They're $4 for a 2-pack. On the bottom, on the serial number, it's going to tell you what bag and what belt it uses, and it's going to be right here near the model number. Pretty handy. For some reason this tag seems to live, because this other vacuum's way more beat up and it's still very readable. So you change the belt, you clean all the crumb off of it. We pull the threads out of the beater bar. They hook at the front. You put it together, you put the 4 screws in. This is easy. This one's not so easy. You see there's some little tabs here and here that hold this on. So this isn't so bad. Loosen up the tabs, pry the cover off. Gently, don't break the tabs, they're very important. They're going to hook at the front. Take this off, no problem. Beater bar comes off. It happens to have an index, square, on the end that's going to go into the slot. The other side's just round. Just check the bearings, make sure they still spin, they aren't just trashed right out. Get the crumb off of it, life is good. So now you're looking here, you see where the belt goes. Disappears in that cavity, you don't see how the heck to get to the belt. You flip this over, there's a button here, you know your adjustment for your depth of carpet, you pull the button off. You have to pull out on this body and pry it up at the same time. But there on the bottom, just so that you know, there's a tab here. See how the tab hooks on that piece of plastic there? You have to pull out on this body to get it out, and you're afraid to. I'm afraid to. So when I first get it, then you flip it over, and this upper cover, you pull out. Oh, so here's our broken belt. And the model number's been worn off of it. Sometimes you can see. So we check the bottom of the vacuum before we start this job. We go looking around for a 38528-027. We couldn't find it. So we found out a cross-reference with the 38528-040. Okay, so we've got an 040 belt, the beater bar, and what happens here is you put the 2 of these together, shove the belt through the hole. So it's going to be on the top side when we go back there. This side of the beater bar had that square indicator tab. Easy, we slid it into the hole, no problem. This side is easy. Then we put the bottom back on, because that's going to help hold the beater bar together so that when we flip it over, we don't lose the belt. We flip her over. So here's our belt. 2 inches to go. Holy cow, you say. You grab it with the screwdriver. And you're going to be pulling on it now. And there we have it. We stretch that sucker on there. We check to make sure it rotates. Nothing's hanging up on anybody. We take the top cover, Put it back on top. We snap it in place. Take our indicator tab, put it over our framus, and voila, we're vacuuming again.